Greetings, fellow adventurers. This is Vexus, and welcome to the promised Let's Play of Dragon Age Origins. Now, as I mentioned on the proposal video, I'm planning on this being what I'm calling an interactive Let's Play. And what essentially that means is that most of the major plot decisions I'm going to leave up to the audience to vote on, because the writers have done a very good job of making all the different ways that the story can turn out actually interesting, and none of them is kind of clearly black and white, good or evil. So the first of those choices was how the story was going to begin. And I'd like to thank all of you who voted or left comments voting on which origin you wanted. And the winner was the mage origin, so that's what we'll be starting with. And as far as race and class go, class it's kind of fixed. It's the mage origin, so we will be a mage. And the most votes were for an elf. So we will be a elven mage in this Let's Play. Once again, I will be trying to voice the main character myself, and I give you a promise that I will try my best to actually do as much of a decent job at voice acting as someone who has absolutely no training can do. And I'm going to go ahead and apologize up front to cover all the many times in this Let's Play that I will likely screw up the voice acting and sound either pathetic or weird or not nearly as good as everyone else in the game. So I'm just going to lay that down right now. As I pointed out earlier, this is a somewhat of a different game in several ways than previous Let's Plays I've done, because all of the previous games I've covered have been adventure games, where for the most part you cannot die and it's all about progressing the story and solving puzzles. In Dragon Age, it's instead of exploring and solving puzzles to move the story, it's mostly done through engaging in dialogues and progressing through dungeons, which use strategic role-playing tactics. For the purposes of the Let's Play, I'm going to be focusing on the story. And what that means is, most likely I will not be posting up a full, uncut version of me going through all the dungeons. Because, excuse me, I would say that I don't think it would turn out as well, because my guess is that I would spend a lot of time just, you know, clicking around stuff, chopping down monsters, but not necessarily having a lot of interesting things to say. And neither would the characters have a lot of things to say other than I will get you, take that, and so on. So I'm going to be editing this Let's Play so it focuses mainly on the dialogues and the actual plot events, and then I'm just going to kind of edit things to give you a brief summary of the action that goes on during the dungeons. So just wanted to put that up front as well so that you know like the kind of style that this Let's Play is going to be. Now, there are two types of quests in this game. There are the main story quests, and there's a whole bunch of side quests. Now, while I will try to get all the major plot quests done so that you can get the full scope of the story, doing the side quests, most of them do not progress the story, and all they do is give you special items or gold. So I probably will not be doing most of those. But I will point out where you can get those quests. And I will also be pointing out the major aspects of the game mechanics, just so you can get a feel about what the gameplay is like, since it's not going to be stressed in this Let's Play, but I still want you to have kind of a feel for it in case you haven't played this before, and maybe are thinking of getting it. The last major thing I wanted to hit for this introduction was that there's probably, as you might have guessed from what I said earlier, there's going to be a lot of editing involved. Now, on the one hand, that means that I probably will not have as regular a release schedule as I had for my previous games. Usually I could get out about an hour's worth of material every week. And I felt that that was a good amount, because that's kind of like a serial TV series that you'd see on television. For this one, I'm not sure yet if I'll be able to keep up that pace, just because there's going to be more editing involved. It may be more like either a half hour every week or releasing a full hour every 2 weeks or so. I'm not sure about that yet, but we'll see. But in case it takes me longer, or of course things come up in real life, just want to warn you ahead of time. But I still give you the same promise that I give you for every Let's Play, which is I will finish it. Now, let's see. I think that's all the major things I wanted to say. A big thank you for BioWare, and especially thank you to the writing team behind this game, because I must say this is one of the few games that I've played over the last 10 years that's really sucked me into the story. So I appreciate their work on that. Oh, yeah, and one other thing I wanted to say about the editing. Because it's going to take me longer, I'm going to try to throw in some little touches to make it feel a little bit more serial, like a TV series. I'm going to play around with some stuff, and they might work, they might not, but I'm going to at least give it a try. Now that I've engaged in the LP format for 4 previous games, I'd like to see if I can make some alterations on the formula to see if any of them actually work. So we'll try that as well, and you can of course give me feedback on what works and what doesn't. So I think that's everything I wanted to cover. Hopefully you will come with me on this journey. This will probably be a very long Let's Play. I'm guessing probably about the same length as The Longest Journey, and may even spill over and be longer depending on how much of the side quests that involve story that I actually do. But we'll find out. So, I will say for now, I will see you in the next video, and we will create our protagonist.